On behalf of the University, I declare open this congregation to confer degrees and award certificates and diplomas of the Australian National University. I extend a particularly warm welcome to our graduands, their guests, to other guests of the University. As we gather here today, we acknowledge and celebrate the first Australians on whose traditional lands we meet. And we pay our respects to the elders of the Ngunnawal people, past and present. Just an informal word before we begin about the many young children, as always, we have with us sharing this very special family celebration. One day we hope that these kids too will be walking across a stage like this, so if during the course of what's going to be a fairly long ceremony they get a little bit restless, start behaving like children, please let's all be tolerant. Thanks so much. Can I call now on the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ian Young.
Would all graduands please rise? Chancellor, I certify that all candidates whose names appear in the official university records for this conferring ceremony have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the degree, certificate or diploma that they are to receive.
With the authority of the University, I admit each of you here present to the degree or award you the certificate or diploma to which you're entitled. Some are unable to be present for this conferring of awards, and I admit them to the degree or award them the diploma or certificate to which they're entitled in absentia.
On behalf of the University, I congratulate our new graduates. Would you now please be seated?
Thank you, Professor Young. I call now on the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Harding.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates who have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Psychology, Clinical. Deborah Elizabeth Harris. Sonia Hugh-Lam-Ip. Chancellor, I present to you graduates who have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Members of the audience might like to note that the titles of the theses of the graduates now to be presented are included in the program. Chancellor, I present Ani Adidwanta Nawir. Rizalin Sara Abarasin. Manaka Lashitha Bandara. Manikram Punjabi. Sandra Ann Binning. Michaela Diane Johnson-Blyton. Catherine Boston. Kyung Sung Chan. Shewa Audrey Chan. Daniel John Chaston. Li Chen. Gary Yuchin Chu. Wei Quan Chung. Lauren Dufall. Ian William Fry. Divya George. Kate Grarok. Gana Grinova. Emily Alice Hanna. Maria Hack. Flora Shuwahi. Zahir Shakir Hussain. Tony Huing. Scott Lewis Jones. Tanisha Jauzi. Zubair Khalid. Fataraporn Kumfai. Erandi Kulasekera. Rachel Therese Lacey. Jia Eun Lee. Lin Wei Lee. Ling Xiao Liu. Nicolo Malaguti. Ida Bagas Kutiana Manuaba. Ian McCulloch. Rosemary Ann McFarlane. Matthew McGann. Kelly Marie Morris. Luke Song Nguyen Huan. Daniel James Pike. Dominique Roche. Anthony Michael Ryan. Pradeepa Devanarayananga Samarasanga. Talpalwilla Kankanamga Donna Aruna Prasad Samarasanga. Chloe Frances Saito. Danswell Stars. Iona Rosalind Stenhouse. Dejan Stojanovic. Dumida Sanjaya Talagala. Philip Vernon Townsend. Thomas Christopher Wallenius. Griffith Kuski Ware. Hamia Willemse. Shu Shu. Christopher Barry Yardley. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate who has been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Chancellor, I present Dharini Namika Arundhati Ramanayaka.
Thank you, Professor Harding. I call now on the Director of Science Education, Professor Van Leeuwen.
Chancellor, I invite Dr. Paul Sidwell to assist in the presentation of the graduates of the ANU College of Medicine, Biology and Environment and ANU College of Physical and Mathematical Sciences, who today have been admitted to degrees and been awarded certificates and diplomas. Chancellor, I present a graduate who has been awarded the Master of Clinical Psychology.
Africa McCarthy.
Master of Contemporary Science.
Kay Suzanne Chandler.
Master of Culture, Health and Medicine.
Sabu Upreti.
Master of Energy Change.
Zeba Anjum. Carla Douglas. Hao Liu.
Master of Environment and Graduate Diploma in Environmental Management and Development.
Diana Minita.
Master of Forestry.
Stephen John Midgley. Wen Huang Diep.
Master of Geographical Sciences.
Kate Harridan.
Master of Mathematical Sciences.
Tze Bin Huang. Chue Shong Ong.
Master of Neuroscience.
Sasi Shanmugan Senga.
Master of Nuclear Science.
Andrew James Hall. Robert James Parker. Jared Michael Rourke.
Master of Photonics.
Fahad Safazadeh. Chia Wang.
Master of Biotechnology Research.
Nana Yaha Gyamata Owusu Tieku. Yu Huan U.
Master of Environment Research.
Chukwuodje Arinze Okoye.
Master of Mathematical Sciences Research.
Chen Shi Huang.
Master of Neuroscience Research.
Indu Mati Ravi.
Master of Philosophy.
Sheila Ater. Lawrence Ross Kirk. Kekini Vahini Kupan.
Bachelor of Biotechnology.
Thomas Gregory Harrigan. Jason Koch. Otman Mazlan. Lachlan William Platt. Yue Chi Chung.
Bachelor of Medical Science.
Emily Grant. Angus Ian Weaver Record. Ing Chin Tai. Gabriella Wilkie. Yun Lu U.
Bachelor of Medical Science with honours.
Delia Zue Chin Lim.
Bachelor of Philosophy with honours.
Hannah Heidi Joyce Bull. Hong An Le. Hannah Elizabeth Smith. Emily Kelsey Spearings.
Bachelor of Science.
Natasha Jane Anderson. Matthew John Anido. Samuel Blythe. Jaden Thomas Castillo. Adam Sebastian de Cruz. Eleanor Grace Edgar. Yu Shen Feng. Peter Furman. Chia Kai Fu. Laura Charlotte Fry. Rachel Gunn. Chewe Gunn. Benjamin Scott Goodyear. Scott Martin Gordon. Emily Green. Jessica Lee Hammond. Jared Peter Holm Jones. Shireen Chandas Kaur. Amy Kendrick. Gregory Christopher Lavis. Lu Lee. Roy William Logue. Yan Ma. Jamil Charlene Mugpunty. Luke Robert McConnell. Ashley Morris. Michelle Sky Nan. Dominic Paul Nelson. Dana Pang. Elizabeth Claire Pearce. David Roy Perframent. Katja Ruland. Alexandra Josephine Rose Citrine. Gerger Sun. Fung Fung Pretty Tongue. Hannah Mary Taylor. Gina Wong. Adele May Wright. Manju Wu. Xiying Zhao. Chai Li Chong.
Bachelor of Science with Honours.
Adam Stephen Buckingham. Joshua Chin. Melissa Jasmine Dodd. Jeremy Gallant. Rami Ibo. Catherine Noble. Melanie Claire Ridgway. Thomas Alexander Arthur Douglas Roll. Chelsea Rundle. Laura Angelica Santoso. Peter Charles Schmidley. Timothy John Smallhorn. William Walker. Wu Feng Zhou.
Chancellor, I present a graduate who has been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, who has graduated with first-class honours and who has been awarded a university medal in chemistry.
Sarah Claire Faulkner.
Chancellor, I present a graduate who has been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, who has graduated with first-class honours and who has been awarded a university medal in chemistry.
Thomas David Lone.
Bachelor of Science, Advanced with Honours.
Hao He. Laura Ellen Johnson. Jeffrey Pinlay. Alison Janelle Pert.
Chancellor, I present a graduate who has been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Advanced with Honours, who has graduated with first-class honours and who has been awarded a university medal in biology.
Borbala Chair.
Bachelor of Science, Forestry.
Brendan Edward Foster.
Bachelor of Science, Psychology.
Lee Marie Craig. Wai Tzu Vinci Lee. Ching Tzu Liu. Nam Gyu Ryu. Michelle Vongdara.
Bachelor of Science, Psychology with Honours.
Chi Hin Luk. Erin Grace Thomas. Christopher James Going.
Bachelor of Science, Resource and Environmental Management.
Stacey Nicole Manton. Samuel Robert Nicholson. Benjamin Matthew Wardle.
Bachelor of Actuarial Studies and Bachelor of Science.
Teresa Bradbury. Chin Zui Wang.
Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
Anita Louise Griffin. Michael John Eric Norenberg. Valerie Ann Oll. Glenn Ian Rogers.
Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science Psychology.
Manok Ng. Priyanka Hanakotse. Adam Mulayandi Ridwan.
Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science Psychology.
Yan Yung Chung.
Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Science.
Chia Xie.
Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Science Psychology.
Benjamin Bayliss. Robert James McIsaac.
Bachelor of Science with Honours and Bachelor of Laws.
Melanie Kitchen.
Thanks, Professor Van Leeuwen and Dr. Siddle. I now have great pleasure in inviting to the stage two of our brilliant young School of Music students, Eliza Shepherd and Kieran Edwards-McCown, to perform Bordel 1900 by Astor Piazzolla. Eliza, Kieran. Thank you again, Liza Shepherd, Kieran Edwards-McCown from the ANU School of Music. And I call now on the Dean of Medicine and Health Sciences, Professor Glasgow.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates in the ANU Medical School who today have been admitted to degrees and have been awarded certificates and diplomas. Chancellor, I present graduates who have been admitted to the degree of Master of Public Health. Thein Than Hate. Master of Public Health, Dang Ni Lee. Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, Lauren J. Dixon.
Thanks, Professor Glasgow. I call now on the Acting Dean of the ANU College of Engineering and Computer Science, Professor Cuevas.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates in the ANU College of Engineering and Computer Science who today have been admitted to degrees and awarded diplomas. Chancellor, I present graduates who have been admitted to the degree of Master of Computing. Min Yuan Cui. Hao Rang Du. Dodi Amar Hakim. Bing Xin Li. Jin Jin Li. Sai Ma. Muhammad Saad Nurul Islah. Christopher Patterson. Yi Ching Sima. Yang Wang. Yuanshu Xiao. Yena Yang. Huang Shao Zhu. Master of Computing with Honors, Ming Ding. Xian Liu. Swapnil Mishra. Xiaohe Shi. Master of Engineering, Farah Jabin Ahmed. Rian Abdul Rahman Rashid. Varun Manoj Shah. Jung Ho Song. Huiru Wang. Yirang Wang. Yan Rui Yang. Jing Zheng. Master of Engineering with Honors, Shuwei Liu. Yanting Liu, Rui Chang, Irang Zhang, Master of Information Technology Studies, Kingsley Bruce, Jianhai Zhou, Chao Ma, Master of Philosophy, Nimalang Nandapalan, Bachelor of Computer Science with Honors, Andrew Manning Hay, Joshua Kerner Gottsif, Bachelor of Engineering, Kamram Siddique, Bachelor of Engineering with Honors, Itziang Mastura Abdullah, Liam Gabriel Byrne, Anthony James Ceramides, Ching Seong Chong, Amelia Alice Davis, Hui Zhong Deng, Ke Du, Yang Er, Yaji Wan, Yicheng Guo, Edmund Greer Hall, Di Kang, Yusung Lee, Tse Lee, Mankit Samuel Lee, Tiang Liang, Wenhao Lin, Yi Ma, Modin Abdus Ahmed Mohsin, Siti Asa Shashisa Mod Shariaf, Shane Lucas Mullins, Alexander Wayne Patrick Murcott, Dulani Kaushalia Nanayakara, Kiarin Dgevoa, Samantha Lois Ockerby, Hanji Pan, Satyam Puranachandran, Binghuang Song, Mark John Wallace, Hanning Wang. Jia Li Wang. Kai Xiang Wang. Xiaoyu Wang. Mengqiang Xiong. Hontao Jiang. Ka Woon Yap. Sheng Zhang. Tianyu Zhang. Xiaoyi Zhao. Bachelor of Engineering, Research and Development with honors, Jessica Alice Evers. Chancellor, I present a graduate who has been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Research and Development with honors, who has graduated with first-class honors, and who has been awarded a University Medal in Engineering, Craig Wang. Bachelor of Information Technology, Hiroaki Ando. Jia Jie Chen. Natalie Amy Dale. Kwang Min Kim. Shin Kurihara. Winsome Wing Sum Lo. Catherine Jane Lynch. Alexander John McGregor Imick. Peng Fei Zhu. Bachelor of Software Engineering with honors, Joshua Cunningham. Victoria Lucy Hong. Aaron Wiru Putu. Jessica Carla Suti. Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Information Technology, James Clay. Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Information Technology, Faizan Bilal. Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Information Technology, Alexander Alfred Jackson. Brett Matthew Saarico. Bachelor of Engineering with honors and Bachelor of Arts, Casey Morton Walsh. Bachelor of Engineering with honors and Bachelor of Science, Claire Isabel Catherine Burrell. Thomas Gordon Brazier. Madeline Alana Brewer. James De Salis. David John McManus. Joanna Claire Robinson. Master of Engineering, Mohsin Mahmood. Master of Computing, Donglu Wong.
I now call again on the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Young, to present the Vice-Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Education.
Each year, the Vice-Chancellor awards outstanding staff for the contribution they make to the quality of learning and teaching at ANU. Awards are made for excellence in teaching and research supervision, for programs that enhance learning, and for outstanding contributions to student learning. Awards and citations may be made to individuals, teams, or programs in recognition of their contribution to educational excellence at ANU. Mr. Chris Brown teaches using the Jigsaw classroom method, a systems approach to learning about systems engineering. Core to this method is placing students at the centre of their learning and providing a framework for students within which to develop, integrate, and synthesise their knowledge. Students are exposed to scaffolded scholarly activities such as developing a peer-reviewed research paper, co-facilitation of tutorials, including the development of teaching materials, and the development of an individual portfolio applying the course concepts to a system in a research area of their choice. These activities close the circle on research-led education. Chancellor, I present a recipient of the 2014 Vice-Chancellor's Award for Teaching Excellence, Mr. Chris Brown. Associate Professor Peter Christen is passionate about research supervision and believes that excellence in both supervisory and supervision-related administrative practices lead to successful candidates who are motivated and produce research outcomes of the highest quality. His approach to supervision acknowledges that each candidate is unique and has a unique background, skills, and aspirations. He develops clear mutual expectations and strongly believes that his students can become successful, independent researchers through the provision of detailed advice, constructive feedback, and viewing failures as an important learning experience. I present a candidate of the 2014 Vice-Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Supervision, Associate Professor Peter Christen. Chancellor, as a team, Doctors John Debs and Nick Robbins use a technology-empowered research-led approach to teach Foundations of Physics, a first-year course. They utilise inquiry-based laboratory sessions, dramatic physics demonstrations, automated online homework, independent online surveys, social media, and web-enabled examinations to create an inspiring and motivating course environment. Students are not only taught the physics, but instilled the ability to think like a physicist, a set of professional skills that is highly transferable to other courses, other areas of science, and to general life. Chancellor, I present recipients of the 2014 Vice-Chancellor's Citation for Outstanding Contribution to Student Learning, Dr. John Debs and Dr. Nick Robbins. Chancellor, Professor Imogen Mitchell is a Senior Staff Specialist and Director of Intensive Care at the Canberra Hospital. Her teaching philosophy embraces partnering with students in a shared understanding and negotiation of mutual goals in a context-specific environment. Professor Mitchell's teaching is informed by her research and authenticated by her clinical credibility and leadership. These are critical ingredients in stimulating and motivating reliable, credentialed and capable medical practitioners for the future. Drawing on her own experiences, Professor Mitchell places an emphasis on real clinical situations. As part of this approach, she developed an evidence-based, interprofessional and internationally utilised multimedia program called Compass. Chancellor, I present a recipient of the 2014 Vice-Chancellor Special Commendation Award for Teaching Excellence, Professor Imogen Mitchell. Determined to be both a doctor and an educator, Associate Professor Christine Phillips enrolled in a teaching degree while still a junior hospital resident. Over the last decade, she has taught applied social sciences to over 900 medical students, drawing the links between theory and practice using her clinical work among marginalised populations. This innovative program of teaching social foundations of medicine has demonstrated that social science brings great value to medical studies. Christine continues to mentor graduate doctors in the fields of social medicine following their development from novices to experts. Chancellor, I present a recipient of the 2014 Vice-Chancellor's Award for Teaching Excellence, Associate Professor Christine Phillips. This morning, we have recognised the academic achievements of our students and the contributions that they have made to the ANU community. It is fitting then that we hear from one of our graduating students who has been actively involved in this community. Rizlan Elbarasan is graduating today with a Doctor of Philosophy. I have much pleasure in inviting Dr. Elbarasan to address the congregation.
Honored guests, ANU executive team, family, friends, academic and professional staff, fellow graduates, good morning. Thank you for the honor of speaking on behalf of the graduating students in this morning's ceremony. Today, I'd like to share my story of how I came to be standing here before you. This is just one of many because we all have stories to tell of how we got here. This very moment, we just received our testimonies in recognition for our hard work and achievement. I'm sure everyone could say yes. So my story started with a vision, which at that time was like an impossible dream. I grew up in an impoverished jungle village in the island of Cebu in the Philippines. Not many people in my community could read or write, and everyone struggled daily for survival. I can remember very well my first year in school that nobody in my family could tell me what the teacher wrote on my report card. So as you can imagine, I was very frustrated. That day, I made a commitment and a decision to get myself educated at all costs, because that was the only thing I knew how to make things better for my family and for myself. It is easier said and done, though, because educational opportunities from where I came from were almost non-existent. To get to the nearest school meant walking about 15 kilometers in a rugged terrain, often barefoot, often hungry, and with limited educational supplies. But I was willing to do it and did it almost every day for 6 years. Even if it meant that I had to leave home at the tender age of 12 and to work as a housemaid in order to support myself to high school, I was willing to endure hardships. Then later on, I realized that poverty and the lack of education often go hand in hand in their impact in the community. I can also remember witnessing series of natural disasters and sicknesses and disease outbreaks and accidents that claimed many lives of people, and which could have been prevented if there were opportunities for education and if poverty wasn't so widespread. These social issues were partly to be blamed as well for my mother's untimely death in 2004. She had a medical condition, but had to travel 2 hours by foot and another 3 hours by public transport in order to see the nearest hospital. At one time, she did not make it. This, above all others, sealed my decision to pursue higher education in the area of medicine or medical sciences, and that led me to the ANU with rather unusual channels that I do not have time to recount today. And I'll just say that that involved failed attempt to work in the USA and working as a nanny, a checkout operator, and also a travel agent in New Zealand. So I came to the ANU as a summer scholar in 2008, working alongside with many talented young Australians and New Zealanders. Then that experience led me to come back to ANU and do an honors degree in the Research School of Biology. That time, I could really say that I had very limited or underdeveloped thinking skills, but I was armed with ambition and determination. Then, achieving first-class honors, I committed myself to do a PhD in neuroscience. And I'm sure that all of us here with PhDs know that it's not that easy. It's very challenging. And I thank my supervisors from the medical school, Professor Chan Provis for PhD and Dr. Christina Volta for honors, and also my husband, Dale Delminico, for encouraging me to pursue my potentials and to push my limits. My supervisors taught me how to succeed by allowing me to perform seemingly endless experiments day in and day out. I now know that PhD work in the lab not only develop your experimental skills, but also how to overcome failures, and most importantly, to think. My supervisors also gave me a lot of freedom to be able to do my experiments and exercise due diligence, integrity, and accountability. And each of these masteries and values exemplify the qualities of the new ANU graduates. Indeed, ANU and individuals representing this institution, including my friends and colleagues who are here graduating with me today, have mobilized me to excel in my academic and professional endeavors, and as well as equipped and encouraged me to give back to the community and for me to be a leader of an overseas charity, Shepherd's Arms Foundation, which provides care for orphans and educational opportunities for the children. So this has been my story. My time at the ANU allowed me to learn my fellow students and hearing their stories, which I believe we can all relate today. Some of us have profound challenges, which include disabilities and sickness. Some have families and huge financial responsibilities to juggle in with their studies. And some, like myself, come from a different country with different culture and very different language. Although finishing today might not have been easy, but we all marched on because each of us have the goal and the willingness to pursue it, no matter how much and what it cost, to become what we are today. Engineers, building efficient and sustainable infrastructure. Doctors and medical scientists, finding cures for diseases and advocating better healthcare reforms. Marine and environmental scientists, our conservation champions. Plant scientists, ensuring that we have enough food to eat in our future generation. Teachers, improving educational outcomes. And mathematicians and physicists, unraveling the complexities of our physical world. Our graduation indeed is a celebration of our unique stories that exemplify our commitment to our goals and desire to achieve our willingness to endure sacrifices, which all of which got us here. Today is about acknowledging the unwavering love and support by our family, friends, and mentors. Our supervisors, lecturers, and tutors are owed a special debt of gratitude because they have given us the most valuable thing they have, their time. Like mine, they spent many agonizing hours reading through thesis drafts and marking exam papers for our benefit. In totality, today is a celebration of what the founding Vice Chancellor of the ANU, Sir Douglas Barry Copeland, once described as a great intellectual adventure. Today, we become the new leaders and experts in our fields with talents and abilities to be agents of change for a better future for ourselves, for our family, and for the community at large. So I would like to challenge you all by saying, go for it. Continue with your stories. Be champions of education, for this is the only way that things could change. Don't waste your student loan or your years of hard work. Put yourself out there and leave a lasting legacy. Maybe money and fame will follow, or maybe not. Nonetheless, remember that we, those who are graduating today, are the best people to be world changers. Share the vision your education has given you. Bring others with you. And I leave you with a quote by the late poet Maya Angelou. I did then what I knew how to do. Now that I know better, I do better. Congratulations, and enjoy those celebrations responsibly. Thank you.
Lynn, on behalf of all the graduates and indeed all of the audience, thank you very much for those very thoughtful and very moving words. I think indeed a remarkable journey from Cebu to a PhD today. Thank you and congratulations again. Our graduation speaker this morning is one of our distinguished alumni, Mr. Peter Buckingham. Peter Buckingham is an entrepreneurial, strategic and visionary leader with over 15 years of experience in industry-leading companies. Peter is currently living and working in Silicon Valley, where he is the Senior Director of Xiratix. He is responsible for software development in the OEM Storage Solution Organisation and addressing the growing cloud storage and flash storage markets. He has previously held senior roles with Dell, NVIDIA, Sun Microsystems, and Panta Systems. He has a long record of success in building technologies and an in-depth knowledge of wide-ranging hardware, software, and systems components, including enterprise solutions. Peter is a member of the university's e-learning advisory board. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me much pleasure in inviting Mr. Peter Buckingham to address the congregation.
So I know you've all been sitting down for a long time. So what I thought I would do is I would start by making this easy. There are 3 points I'm going to make today, so I'm going to tell you what they are, and hopefully you'll remember them. So these are sort of a framework that I use to guide me and help me in my decision-making process about what to do and sort of life principles. They may or may not be useful to you, but I'll tell you what they are. So I think a key part is figuring out who you are. So you've just graduated, you've got a degree, you've probably got all of these fantastic skills that you've learned through the course of your studies. Do those things define you? Why did you do your course? What is it about you that is fundamental that you want to take? What is that kernel of you that you will take into the future in this changing world? Then the other thing, there's 2 other points because I said 3, right? So embrace lifelong learning, right? So you're sitting down, you're thinking, woohoo, success, right? You have your degree. I remember the moment well. Again, things change. I'm involved in technology. There are new programming languages. There's new things. I have a smartphone in my pocket today which didn't exist when I graduated. There are fundamental things that will change. There are new medical techniques. There is new ways of discovering and curing diseases. If we don't embrace lifelong learning, we will stagnate and we will not develop as people, as graduates of the university, as individuals, and help strive to change the world, as Rizwan mentioned earlier. These are things that are fundamental. I also think as we get older, as we're adults, we are afraid of making mistakes. We live in a very fast, dynamic, changing world, and if we are not prepared to try new things, to see what works, see what doesn't work, then we will also stagnate. Being prepared to sort of put ourselves out there and do new things is fundamental. In Silicon Valley, this is a big part of the culture, right? So we have startups. There's people aren't afraid of failing. They aren't afraid of succeeding. If you don't try, you won't succeed, right? If you don't buy that lotto ticket, you're not going to get that $1 million. Again, I'm not advocating buying lotto tickets, but we need to participate in life and not be afraid of how people will judge us or what people will look at as we go through. So what I thought I would do is I would sort of talk a little bit about some of my life experiences and how they're relevant to these points. And hopefully with me sharing some of these things, they may help you or may not. And I'm happy to talk to anybody afterwards about all of these details. So when I came to the ANU, I started doing a Bachelor of Science. I was firmly convinced that I was going to be a theoretical physicist and I was going to unify quantum mechanics and general relativity. I have not done that yet. I've actually moved into a totally different field. So I spent 2 years at university thinking, this is what I'm going to do. And then I sort of had a bit of an existential crisis. So, I'm sure, you've graduated, you're looking at us and you think, we have all the answers. I'm going to put up my hand and say, actually, I don't have all the answers. After 2 years at the university, I was thinking, what have I done? And what am I doing? And I actually then took some time off. I took the Australian Physics Olympiad team to Oslo. I sort of came back and thought, well, I apologize to all you guys. I don't want to be an academic. What is it that I'm going to be doing? And that was when I sort of discovered my passion for technology. I'd always done some of this stuff as a hobby, and really what I found was the core of me was about problem solving, right? So that was key when I was looking at physics problems. It was key to me as part of computer science, and I find that as I progress through my career. Now, these days I manage teams of people, so I'm writing less code than I used to. There are a core nugget of problems and problem solving that form the basis of a lot of the things that I've done. And that is really sort of key to understand, am I giving up on being technical? No, I'm looking at doing different things that are actually true to myself, and this is something that I can use as part of how I change. Now, lifelong learning. So, this one seems like a no-brainer, right? this was something that I learned a lot from my father. So my dad was actually an assistant professor here at the medical school. He did his surgical training at the Mayo Clinic in the States. He would constantly be going to conferences. He would visit hospitals around the world and, be trying to learn new techniques. For me, being in technology, it is fundamental too. I mean, well, not even more so, just in a different way. Smartphones, like I say, is a great example that there are new languages, there's new technologies. I'm building cloud storage solutions today. When I graduated, if you said cloud to somebody, they'd be thinking you're talking about something in the sky. It's really important to understand that learning is not something that stops just because you've got your degree. You need to look and embrace different ways of doing this. And I think the university is certainly looking at ways to educate differently, but we also need to look at ways of educating ourselves differently. And how do we drive that? How do we push ourselves to learn new things? And how do we measure and drive ourselves to be better people, to better understand the world around us? I mentioned about embracing change and not being afraid of making mistakes. So, this is everywhere, right? So, for me personally, I'm currently at Xyratex. I've been there for about 18 months. I've had 6 different bosses. I've worked in 3 different offices, and we've just recently been acquired by a company called Seagate. So, now, not everybody's going to have that experience. Certainly, it's been interesting. But what you need to do is, in your world, there will be change from a lot of internal and external factors. And by embracing change, trying to learn from it, trying to, move change in the right sort of directions. So, there are going to be things that you work on that may or may not succeed, but you try them. And, don't be afraid to try. Go put it out there. And, in a changing world, both technology-wise, company-wise, individual, these are the things that we need to use to strive to become better people. So, anyway, so I would like to now just ask that all the graduates remain seated and that all the members of the audience are invited to stand and join me in congratulating them on their achievement. So I'd just like to leave you with a quote, since that seems to be the thing to do. So there's a famous quote, which is, the more things change, the more they stay the same. So like I say, embrace what you've done today and good luck with your future.
On behalf of all the congregation, I'd like to thank you for your speech. I think a number of very important messages there for all of our graduates today about understanding themselves, about continuing to develop themselves into the future, and indeed trying new things. And probably more than anything else, and I'm sure this is obviously something you've experienced in your recent times, really being resilient to change, because I think change is very much the way of our society today. So on behalf of all of the congregation, thank you very much for those comments.
Thank you, Professor Young. In concluding the ceremony, just a few final words of my own to Rhyslyn and all the other graduating students. We really are very proud of you. You've all had fantastic journeys of one kind or another. Not many as quite as exotic as Rhyslin's, but journeys notwithstanding, struggles notwithstanding, obstacles surmounted, achievements made and now recorded for posterity here today. You are now unequivocally permanent part of the ANU family. We'll think of you and we hope you think of yourselves, not only as ANU family members, but really as ambassadors for this great university of ours. Like your predecessors, you're going to find your careers taking you to every part of Australia, every part of the region, every part of the world. And we really hope and expect that in that future journey that you take, you meet the expectations not only that we have of you, but that you have of yourselves, and bring great credit to yourselves and to this university. I'm sure you will. We also hope that you keep in touch with us, with one another, and with one another through the Alumni Association. And I just want to assure you one more time that you'll be absolutely welcome to return here, to revive your membership of this family, this community, whenever you feel moved to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the ceremony. The university invites you to celebrate with us outside the hall after the academic procession and the graduates leave the auditorium. I now declare this congregation closed.